Booze Review. Here in front of us we have a lovely spirit. From whom? From the Splinter Group, which is a splinter off of Orange Swift Cellars. Well, you know, out of St. Helena, California, US of A. Yay, yay. That's right, wine country, the Napa Valley. And what spirit do we have from the Splinter Group today? We have their Straight Edge Bourbon Whiskey. As the name suggests, it's a bourbon. It's a limited serving. It clocks in at 42% ABV or 84 proof. Now, this is a blended spirit. Many bourbons are blended of years, that is, of this particular spirit is composed of 5, 7, and 8-year-old bourbon whiskey from Tennessee and Kentucky. The makeup of those bourbons is 70% corn, 17% rye, and 13% malted barley. After they take those spirits, blend it, they put it into their own, that they make anyway, at the winery. They put it in their Mercury Head Cabernet Sauvignon barrels for 4 to 5 months. They taste it, say, this is awesome, or yes, this is God juice, let's take it out. Now, this particular spirit has been around since 2015, and the finish is supposed to be everything on this spirit. You know, it's the top and the bottom, the front, the whole banana, whatever you want. So, you know what? This bottle here clocks in at a semi-pricey $42. I was able to get it for less because it was on special at Costco, one of my favorite stores in DC to buy booze. But anyway, you know what? Enough flapping my gums. Let's grab the snifter of our spirit that's already been poured so it can open up and talk about the appearance of Straight Edge. It's a lovely, lovely, I'd say copper-colored liquid. When you swirl it, the alcohol legs just start tearing down. It looks like almost like an infinity symbol, the way it's swirled on the inside of this snifter right now. But man, look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful spirit in the glass. But even though it's pretty, if it doesn't smell good, what's the point? So let's dive in for the aroma. Whew, man, right off the bat, you get a kick of those Cabernet or wine barrel aging, but big, big fruits. Lovely hit of cherry. After that, I'm getting some tobacco, some caramel. Tons of sweet, sweet caramel. Then comes in the fruit back in the back end. Some woody notes. Bit of char, smokiness, some citric notes. But tons and tons of fruit. Big, big cherries, and I don't know if I'd say grapes, but dark berries. Maybe some baker spice in there as well. A little bit of marzipan. Just delicious, and a nice kick of like rye spiciness as well. Man, I'm diving in. Let's see how this tastes. Let's see if the Straight Edge gets my day that's all been jacked up and crooked straight. Cheers! Man, tasty. Right up in front, you can get a nice hit of sweetness. After that, spice comes in. Then those fruity berry notes I was talking about, they come in after that. There's vanilla, good bit of vanilla in there. More vanilla than was present in the aroma. There was some really faint vanilla in the back end. That was being covered up by the spiciness. And also the fruitiness of those wine barrels, but the aftertaste is a nice, mellow, raisiny sort of berry flavor. And I'm getting a little bit of char, some smokiness in there as well. Not like big smoky like Isla whiskey or maybe Campfire from High West, that kind of thing, but a mild smokiness from, like I said, from barrel char. Man, that wine finish really takes those bourbon components, especially with the amount of rye in there. At 17%, that's a pretty decent amount of rye. Takes all those spicy notes, combines them together, and kind of mellows them out with the fruitiness of the Cabernet. And it's got a depth of flavor. It's got a nice, oily, slick mouthfeel to it. With some finishing citric notes kind of like in the center of your tongue. And then that's all wrapped together with a nice caramelly, sort of tobacco-y kind of sweetness. But wow, tasty. I'm going to drop a couple drops of water in here. This is 42%. I would drink this straight usually myself and not even bother with water. But since we're doing a review, we're going to hit it off with a couple drops out of the eyedropper there of distilled water. I'm going to swirl it. Let's see what we get in the aroma after the swirl. Wow, opening up with even more wine and vinous notes, more berries, more dark fruit. Spice is rising up, but it's more mellow, less sharp than it was smelling before. The vanilla is now more apparent. decent amount of caramel and burnt brown sugar coming off as well, but those vinous notes have been amplified by that bit of water, as have the citrus and the vanilla, which were more background players before. Some toffee notes. Smells delicious. Let's go in for some more. Why not? Cheers! Mellows the whole affair out a good bit. As you chew on it, man, that vanilla is really way more present now, as is the rye spiciness in the background. Wow, more upfront than it was before, and when it was more of a background player. Lots and lots of vanilla now. A little bit more warming in the chest, actually, now that it's cut with water than it was before. But anyway, those berry notes are nice and prevalent. It's fruity. You can tell it's been finished in a wine barrel. And this reminds me of a lot of like scotches that I've had that have been finished in wine barrels in the past. But wow, super tasty, really, really easy to drink, mellow, kick it, very, very balanced flavored bourbon with a nice accent of those wine barrels. And I guess that's what they were going for. Hey, guys who make wine, vineyards, wineries and everything, they're masters at blending things. And I think they've done a really good job blending this. There's good balance. And it's got that nice fruity vinous finish. Wow. Okay, I'm waffling on. Let's talk about maybe giving this a grade. You know what? For a bourbon that's been finished in a wine cask, it kind of has to be your thing. All right. If you're not so much into a wine cask finished spirit, maybe this won't be for you. But it's not so big and in your face that you can't enjoy it. I could see maybe making some kind of cool cocktail with this as well, though at that price, $42 a bottle, which suggests a real retail price between $42 and $50, I believe. At that retail price, most people are going to drink it straight. I wouldn't cocktail this, but you could, and it would make a pretty kick-ass cocktail, just, to mention it. But I think with the balance of flavors that this is offering, and a nice, smooth, mellow, easy drinking package, and as you drink it, its presence becomes more and more prevalent on your palate. Yum. Don't need water in this, in my opinion, but it does open it up and make the vanilla notes, if that's your thing, a little more present, and the sweetness is a little more amped up at the same time as the rye. It's odd, but anyway, grade on this, I think I'm going to go A-. I'm going to go 91. Solid A-. Super tasty. I would drink this bottle and consider maybe buying another bottle if I found it on sale. I don't know if I'd go for $50 a pop on it, but super tasty, easy to drink, well balanced, developed flavors, very nice blend, and a good finish. So, have you had the Splinter Group's Straight Edge Bourbon Whiskey? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like to quid pro quo and back and forth. I also like it a lot when you think locally, drink locally, and support the craft spirit movement. I'm getting it done. Are you doing your part? Also, if you could do me a big favor and rate, comment, subscribe, and if you get around to it, consider maybe, pushing my metrics up on that scale and smashing that like button, because that, along with the 1 dram, that's all I'm going to need of Straight Edge Bourbon Whiskey to put my big ass kicking it and having a chill, happy face on. So the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a hell of a bunch of straight edge drinking love for you, and you know what's coming for you by now. Hell yes, that's right. A big ass peace out!